Today we'll discuss about fourth activity of the lab manual for class 12th. Till now we have already done 3 activities. So today we'll attempt activity number 4 and activity number 5. So here if it's written activity 9, ignore it. You need to write activity number 4 and then you need to start with the objective. Now this activity is based on chapter number 5 if I'll talk about the continuity. So basically here we'll talk about continuity only. Basic definition of continuity. What is the basic definition of continuity? Limit x tends to c, f of x is equivalent to f of c. So this is your basic definition where c is the limit point and function at that limit point. To find analytically the limit of a function fx at x is equivalent to c, and also to check the continuity of the function at that point. So that thing we need to do it with some kind of example. Prerequisite knowledge means you should have the knowledge of the concepts of limit and continuity of a function at a point. So this chapter you have already discussed. Limit you have already done in 11th. Continuity we have already discussed in chapter number 5. Now what material is required? There is nothing. You need paper, pencil, calculator. So what you need to do for this? What is the basic procedure? For this activity, you need to start with some function. I have taken this function. So you can take any of the function. So whenever I am taking this function, and if you are taking this function in the paper, that's okay for the practical part. Take some points on the, here limit point is 2. Now what you need to do? Take some points on the left side of C, which are very near to C. That means I have assumed C as 2 and I need to take left of 2. Okay. While starting with the left side of 2, firstly, if I'll talk about the left side of 2, this is the function x square minus 4 upon x minus 2. So a square minus b square I have applied, x plus 2 x minus 2. So final function you will be getting x plus 2 where x is not equivalent to 2. So this is the main function you are getting. Now what you need to do, you need to take the left hand side of 2. So left hand side of 2, that means you need to take the very nearest value of 2. Nearer value of 2 will be what? This is your fx, this is your x plus 2. So this is your x and this is your, basically if I am writing y is equivalent to fx. So what do you mean by that? Y is equivalent to x plus 2. So this can be y also. Okay. So whatever written in the book, you can take the same way. I am just giving you the example like graphical. X and y is given. If I am putting x is nearest value of 2 from the left side of 2. So that 1.9 we can take, 1.99 we can take, 1.999 we can take, and so on. So whenever I am putting 1.9, the value will become 3.9. Whenever I am putting 1.99, the value will become 3.99, and so on. So now see, whenever I am putting the value of x nearest to 2, the value of fx is somehow nearer to 4. Okay. Now I have taken the left hand side of 2. Now I need to take the right hand side of 2. So which are very near to C. So now I am taking x as 2.1, 2.01, 2.001 and so on. Then the function value will become 4.1, 4.01. So somehow these values of fx is also nearer to 4. Now what observation we are getting from this? The observation we are getting, the value of fx is approaching to 4. This I have already told you, whenever x tends to 2 from the left. Similarly, whenever I am taking from the right, still the value of fx is approaching to 4. So basically, if I'll talk about the second definition, limit, left hand limit and right hand limit will give you the nearest value approaching to 4. So that means I have taken 4, 4. So if I am not taking left hand side and right hand side, the basic definition is limit x tends to c fx. So c is 2. So here I am getting 4, and whenever I am checking the value at 4, now it's already given in the function that f of x when x is 2, function of value is 4. So here the function of value at that point will be 4. So that means first definition will be satisfied. So that means if this is equivalent to this, the function is continuous at x is equivalent to 2. Now come to the alternative method for the same situation. Now question is given to you same. We need to check the continuity of fx at x is equivalent to 2. Now here I am taking limit x tends to 2 fx. Now what is the definition? First definition if I want to apply, firstly we'll solve the question. After solving the question, you need to put the value of x as 2. Basic questions of continuity. So whenever you are putting x as 2, you will be getting 4 and function at that point as 4. So you will be getting limit x tends to 2 fx which is equivalent to f of 2. So f is continuous at x is equivalent to 2. So what conclusion you will be getting from the above activity? We found that the limit of a function fx at x is equivalent to c analytically and checked whether the function is continuous or not. So this function is continuous, and similarly whenever we'll talk about the application useful for the concept clarity of limiting. So basically this application, why we are using this application? They are giving us the clear picture of the definition of limit and continuity. So this activity you need to attempt in your lab manual, and till application you need to write it, and follow-up activity you are not supposed to write, and these are the viva questions. It can be asked in the practical examination. Okay, now after that we'll start with the next activity, activity number 5. Now we'll discuss about activity number 5, but in the book this is activity number 15. So we will have the options to choose the activities. This time we need to talk about the revised syllabus only. So this activity is based on chapter number 6. Now here they are asking about to understand the concept of absolute maximum and minimum values of a function in a given closed interval through its graph. Now you are already done the questions related to the maximum, absolute maximum and minimum value in exercise 6.5, where interval is given. Let's suppose 2, 4 interval is given. So ending and initial point is 2 and 4. Let's suppose I am getting limit point as 3. So you need to check the function at 2, 3 and 5. Sorry, 2, 3 and 4. So if you are getting maximum value at 3, then that will be your absolute maximum value. If you are getting minimum value at 0.4, then you will be getting minimum value. Now see how to attempt this question through graphically. Prerequisite knowledge means you should have the knowledge for the maxima, minima, absolute maxima, absolute minimum, etc. Now material required. Look, whenever you are making any of the activity, this is very important for you. They are writing drawing board, white chart paper, adhesive sketch pens, calculator. So if I'll talk about the calculator, of course we do not require any kind of calculator. Calculation is simple. So whenever you are using any material while attempting this activity in your lab manual, so whatever you are using, the same thing you need to write. Even for each activity. Till now I have discussed the 4 activities and this is your 5th one. So whatever material you are using, it's better whatever material you are using. Let's suppose you want to do some kind of creative work, then whatever creative work you are using, whatever material you are using, that material you need to write instead of writing that drawing board. Okay, now come to the procedure. Paste a graph. We need to take the graph, not the white chart paper, graph of suitable size on the answer sheet. I have written on the answer sheet, so you will write on the lab manual. So you need to take, or we can write on the sheet. So you can write sheet here because you will be using left hand side of the lab manual. Draw 2 lines on the graph paper representing the 2 rectangular axes. That means you need to make the x-axis and the y-axis. So after that, graduate the 2 axes as shown in the figure. So after making the axes which are meeting at the common point O. Now here you need to again take one example while proving the concept of absolute maximum and absolute minimum value. Let's suppose this is your function 2x cube plus 3x square minus 12x in the interval minus 3 to 3. This is the closed interval, that means you need to check the value at minus 3 also and the 3 also. Now we take different values of x in minus 3 to 3. Now what I need to do, after taking this function, basically what I want to say that if the interval is given minus 3 to 3, now you need to take the between minus 3 and 3, I am taking the integral points. Let's suppose minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. I need to check the value of function graphically, and we need to check when I am getting the absolute minimum value and the absolute maximum value. Now come to the graph. As per the graph, now look at the table. If I'll talk about this table, I have taken minus 3 to 3, and in between I have taken the integers minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Now fx is given. What you need to do, if fx is given, fx is x 2x cube plus 3x square minus 12x. So whenever you are putting x as minus 3, function value is this, x as minus 2, function value is 20, x as minus 1, function value is 13, and so on. So now what you need to do, this is your x and this is your y. Start plotting the points here. Firstly we'll have minus 3 comma 9. So this will be your minus 3 comma 9. Then we will be having minus 2 comma 20. Then we will be having minus 1 comma 13. Now look at the picture, they have taken somewhere else. So you need to remember minus 1 will be somehow here. So whenever you are making the graph, you need to take minus 1 as x-axis, and somehow you will be getting here. So do remember while attempting, by mistake they have taken here. So minus 1, and if they are taking 0 to 5, so gap of 5 they will be taking. So somehow 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Similarly 11, 12, 13. So 13 you will be getting somewhere here. So this will be your point, minus 1 comma 13. So this will go like this. So correct it while making it. After that 0 comma 0, then you will be having 0 comma 0. Then we'll have 1 comma minus 7. So this is your 1 comma minus 7. And then we'll have 2 comma 4. Then this will be your 2 comma 4. After that 3 comma 45. 3 comma 45. Then you need to join the points with the freehand curve. After making it, now see, join this with the dotted line, join this with the dotted line. So this will be your minus 3, this is your minus 3 to 3. So this will be the curve you will be getting. Now observe, by plotting these points on the graph paper and joining the points, we obtain the curve of the given function. So this is the curve for which function? Function is 2x square plus 3x square minus 12x, or you can write directly fx. Now from the graph you can conclude that which maximum value and minimum value you will be getting. Even from the table also you will be getting. So from the table, maximum value is 45, which you will be getting at x is equivalent to 2. So this will be your maximum value. And if I'll talk about, so this will be called as absolute maximum value. So whenever I'm talking about the minimum value will be this. So you will be getting the minimum value at x is equivalent to 1. So in the observation it's given, from the graph we see that the value of fx at x is equivalent to 3, which is maximum. Even you can see here also, this is the minimum value and this is the maximum value. So from the graph we can conclude that at x is equivalent to 1, minimum value is -7. So absolute minimum value is also called as -7. Conclusion is what? The above activity explains the concept of absolute maximum and absolute minimum value of a function in the closed interval through its graph. And this application, if I'll talk about the application, useful to understand the concept of absolute maxima and minima using graph.